John Anglesane for Boating New Zealand magazine. Today we're out with the Farnley's Yamaha crew. We're taking the brand new Yamaha Waverunner FX Series out for a spin. We've got a couple of different models here. This one in particular is the Jetfish model. It's kitted out completely for fishing. Farnley's do a wonderful job with their kit on the back here. It's exclusive to them. You can buy the ski and go out fishing. Don't have to wait, it's ready to go. Fantastic bit of kit. I'm speaking with James Horman from Farnley Yamaha here in Auckland on the North Shore. James, what's different about the new FX Waverunner?
So our new 2020 FX Waverunner sports a whole new hull.
Okay.
So what Yamaha have done is they've taken all the previous years of models and they've now given us a more stable and a more dry hull. While doing that, we've added storage.
So even more storage than the old model?
Absolutely. And they've upgraded a few key features like our display. So we've now got a LCD touchscreen multifunction display that gives us loads of information. So
okay.
Super easy to use.
Now this is the Jetfish model and that's specifically for fishing. Well, again, what makes this a specific fishing vessel?
Now what we did at Farnley's is we found we had a lot of customers and they were getting a lot lost in what they need for a fishing vessel. It's actually quite simple. So what we've done is we've created a bulletproof, really solid, easy to get on and off, stainless steel fishing kit on the back. And
that's the slot here.
That's our Jetfish.
Yeah, that's as solid as I've ever seen actually. It's a really nicely put together bit of kit.
The great thing about it is you can move all the rod holders around, you can add them to it, you can add fuel tanks, you name it. It's got a full rail system and it runs the 70 litre. Yes,
70 litre ICTEC, that's standard.
Absolutely standard.
Right. Now you mentioned storage. Where are we looking at storage on a ski like this?
I'll start off at the front. So in the front here, this latch opens up nice and easy. We've got a ton of storage in here.
Yeah, that's vast, isn't it?
Moving aft on the ski, we're sporting a massive glove box. This is a great place to put all your phones.
Right.
And all your necessities while you're there.
So that'll stay dry?
It stays dry, that's water resistant.
Cool.
Now further back on the ski, this is our watertight. This is for all your serious stuff that you want to keep in there. So this also lifts out, it's great. I use this on an example like here we're on the beach.
Yes.
I'll have in there my phone and my keys.
Right.
A few of the essentials. It will also float. So that's a great bit of gear. And then you've got your 70 litre bin. So plenty of storage on board the FX.
These seats. Now we've got a whole range of models here. They're all FX models, but this one has slightly different seats to some of the other ones. Can you explain that?
Now so we do have a massive FX range. This particular model here is the flat bench seat. Okay, so if we look at the ski next door, that has the cruiser style seats, which is great for cruising around the Hauraki Gulf and your bays. But for fishing, this gives you the manoeuvrability. You can fish two up on it. And you're not getting in the way.
You can swing your leg over easily, can't you? And
super
it just makes it so much easier.
So much easier.
Now, power, 1800cc four-cylinder?
1812 four-cylinder. It's putting out about 180 horsepower.
Okay.
So this here will have a top speed of about 105 k's.
Okay.
It's plenty of power, but the neat thing about it is we can actually reduce the power it puts out on the LCD display. So we can choose max speed, we can choose the takeoff. So anyone in the family can go and use this machine and it's safe for all abilities.
Now that's really struck me. I haven't got a huge amount of experience with jet skis, but I climbed on here and within minutes it feels really familiar, really easy to drive, really easy to handle. I really like the controls. Perhaps we could talk about those because they're sort of unique to Yamaha as well.
That is something we've got unique. We have our ride system, so that's our dual throttle it's so easy to use, as you've seen yourself. So I'll just run you through that quickly.
Great.
So on the right hand side here, this is our accelerator.
Yes.
So this is super easy. On the left hand side here, this is what we like to call the reverse or brake.
Yes.
We don't specifically call it a brake because it's incorrect terminology, but that will put the ski to a stern, and it gives you full manoeuvrability. So around wharfs, jetties, you can actually walk the ski in sideways. Nearly anyone could do it.
Right.
So.
And it does take very little practice to start to get a really good feel for it, doesn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. It's really responsive, and it's very well designed on that. So.
Okay. Now there's also trim on this ski.
So this model we sport trim, which is fantastic. So depending on the weather conditions, depending on what you've got on the back, if you have a passenger, the gear in the front, it just allows you to control the ride. You might want a more comfortable ride, you might want a slightly drier ride, and you can control that, all of the trim, same as you would of an outboard motor. Another great feature, just on the opposite side, we have cruise control.
Right.
So if you are doing those long trips and you're going from Maraetai over to Coromandel and back, and you want to take the fatigue, we have cruise control. You can sit there and it just takes a lot of weight off your hand.
And what sort of range would you expect out of this particular ski?
Safely, you could expect anywhere between sort of 150, 180 k's.
Wow.
If you're being reasonable. If
Yes.
you're a little bit of a petrol head and you like to bring it up, you could bank on around about 100, 120 k's. Just depends on how you're riding it. What we do have, going back to the LCD screen, is it gives you a fuel calculator.
Right.
So you can see what you've burnt and real-time burning.
Yes.
Amazing. So
That's fantastic.
super handy.
And look, just lastly, we've got a bracket-mounted Lowrance. I think it's an Elite TI on here.
Yeah, so we've got the Elite TI 2 7-inch screen here. This is on what we call our Jetfish bracket.
Yes.
It just looks really factory. We've put a lot of thought into this. We're just trying to make it super easy so someone can come and get something that just looks out of the box. With that, we run the P79 in-hull transducer,
Right.
which is great for jet ski fishing, especially for guys that are getting into it. It gives you enough features to get going, but also it sports no drilling in the hull.
Yes,
So
of course.
fitting, it keeps the value on the machine up, which is great.
Great. So look, someone can come to Farnley's and actually, come into the shop and say, look, I want to go jet ski fishing, and you can say, well, here you go, this is the package. What are they looking at?
100%. So a package like the FXHO Jetfish here, on trailer, with your on-road cost, your mag wheels on your trailers and your tie downs, you're looking about $29,990. That's tow away.
Wow.
So it's really affordable. It's just under 30 grand, but it also goes with a 4-year guarantee. So Farnley's, we've gone the extra mile and we've said, hey, look, we're going to back our product. We're going to put a 4-year guarantee on it, over and above what the factory puts on it, just to say this is the gear to use. If you want something that's safe and reliable, this is the machine.
Hey, thank you, James. That's just fantastic.
Thanks for that.
I think we should get back out on the water. So that's us back at the ramp. Yamaha's Waverunner FX Series. Very, very impressive recreational vehicles, whether you're into fishing or just having a really fun morning on the ocean like we had today. So even though the rain and a bit of wind put a dampener on things, the whole ride so well that the ride back was actually not only a lot of fun, I stayed dry as well, except for the rain in the face. John Acklesome from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.